They may look unassuming enough, but somewhere in these furry felines is a clue to your personality. Asda, who make cat food, has come up with a guide to cat lovers. They say owners of black cats are surrounded by an air of mystery, and like their sleek pets, they're always on the prowl. Women who own ginger tomcats have a touch of tomboy themselves. They prefer the company of men. And owners of Siamese cats are often as temperamental and demanding as their pets, and like to stick their whiskers into everything.
I have got a friend that has Persian cats, colour point Persian cats, which are all lovely creamy coloured cats, and she's got long blonde hair, so perhaps there is something in it.
But tabby owners are the most loving and caring of all. Their favourite place is in front of a fire or cuddled up with their loved one. A cat-like trait in us all. Kate Harding for Meridian Tonight.
Well, joining us now in our Wiltshire News Bureau in Salisbury is Peter Neville, who's a pet psychologist. Peter, what do you say about all this? Can you tell what a cat owner's like from the sort and colour of cats that they own?
I think you can tell a bit from the sort. I'm not sure about the colour. I think there are some people who tend to choose their colour of cat according to their decor, but then I wouldn't call them particularly, cat obsessed. Types of cat, yeah, the breed sometimes will give you clues to people's personalities.
How do you mean?
Well, long-haired cats, for instance, usually very docile. They need a lot of grooming, so you usually get quite relaxed people with long-haired cats. They sit down and they stroke them a lot.
Right.
Burmese cats can often be very assertive, very demanding, very playful, so you quite often get active characters with them. Siamese, very demanding, very vocal, very affectionate, so good if you're hard of hearing, because their wail will keep you up.
I mean, what about that cat you've got there? It's not your own cat, I know. It's one you've borrowed. But, I mean, what sort of person would own a cat like this one?
This is a lovely Abyssinian, and these, to me, are much more like the wild cat. Because although they can be quite affectionate, they're also quite aloof, and they get on with their own thing. They won't pine for you. A Rex cat, the ones that look a little bit like E.T., they can sometimes get very, very attached to you and suffer quite badly when you're away, whereas one of these guys just gets on with life,
And generally speaking, is it true what this report says, that cat owners, as a rule, are, like their pets, extremely sensuous with a naughty streak? Is that a fair comment?
Yes, a bit of no domestication in some of them, I think. They still go out and hunt and kill and prowl around on the tiles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all right, and if all this is true, Debbie Thrower, what sort of cat do you think Debbie Thrower should have?
I think Debbie should have one of those lovely, thick-pelted British blues, to curl up by a log fire with.
Yes.
Something very sensual, very languid, I think.
Sensual and languid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, what about me?
Well, I reckon it's one of those old tomcats on the tiles, one of those ones who he's out there fighting and spraying and looking for girls, that kind of cat. A real man's cat.
Peter Neville, thanks very much, and don't call us because we won't be calling you.
That's a deal.
Thanks for joining us.
He didn't even have to think about that, did he?
Too keen on the fighting and spraying.
No, I shouldn't think so.
Have you got a cat as a matter of
Well,
interest?
I could be described as being between cats. I used to have Siameses, but I'm, alas, without my Siameses now. But I quite fancy a British Blue. I've always liked British Blues.
A blue thick-pelted one.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's for you.
even. Very interesting. Well, we go from cats now to dogs.